just made a quick phone call to my dad who's on the other bank just to see what's been caught on the lake. He's had 3 early bream and since then he's not had another bite. What he has told me is someone's had a £15 carp, which is a nice bonus for that angler. One of the things I'm now considering, I've obviously got a few fish in front of me compared to how the rest of the lake's fishing. I'm using a small cage. I'm actually thinking about switching up to a medium, just for half hour, get a little bit more grub down, hopefully allow those fish to settle a little bit better. It's been sort of 10-15 minutes now since I lost those 2 fish. There's no indication, so obviously I haven't done the peg any good. So a change could just make that vital bit of difference. As you know, I'm a big believer in colours and flavours, and the yellow meat that we use has become a bit of a top secret bait in the last couple of years. What I'm not going to tell you what's actually on the yellow meat. One word of advice I can give is there's plenty of good flavours out there, not only in your tackle shops, but have a look in your supermarkets, like anything that's Indian spices, that sort of thing, and have a look at the carp section in your tackle shop. There's loads and loads of good additives out there that catch a lot of fish. I'm a big believer in making my bait different, and by spending a little bit of time trying what works for you, you can make yours stand out too. Okay, we're halfway through now. Just gone an hour without a bite, which is pretty worrying. I did think at the start maybe I caught too quick. As I said, I don't think the fish really had a chance to settle. There's a few fish coming out around the lake now after a slow start for the majority, and I gradually feel as I'm falling off the pace. It's got to that stage where I need to make something happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another 4 big feeders in, loaded with ground bait and micros, just to try and make something happen. I believe there's fish out there, and I did get a good response at the start when I put 5 in, so it's time to try and force the peg a little bit. So I'm going to put 4 big feeders in, and let's see what happens from there. I've switched back to a small cage, just chucked it over the top, and I've left it there for 10 minutes and it's gone round. So it looks like the 4 feeder falls might have worked. The other interesting thing is, after slow starts, the anglers either side have both had a couple of fish. So I'm confident now that there's fish in the area. When they had their fish, I was a little bit worried that my 4 feeders might have spooked the fish that I had in front of me, but this bite suggests otherwise. So it might be a case of, like, for the rest of the day, putting a bit of bait on the bottom, casting over it, leaving it until it goes around, catching what you can, and then keep topping the swim up. But time will tell that, but it's nice to have a bite sort of after an hour and a half of out. It feels like a better fish as well. Probably the biggest one we've had. I needed a proper fish to get back in that shape, so to speak. I think that could be the one. Back on the meat again, as you can see. Nice fish, probably getting on for £4 that one. I put those 4 feeders in and had that bream straight away. I just took back out, went straight round and missed it. Either that or it was a big liner. Took it straight back out again and it's gone within 30 seconds. So them 4 feeders have definitely paid off. And it looks like I'm back on course to catch a few fish again. It just shows you how simple, like a small change like that. You know, I'd have almost said my peg was devoid of fish. 4 feeders in and I've had a bite within 5 minutes. So just by trying to make something happen, you can turn the devoid peg into a peg that all of a sudden's got a chance of training. hours in now. I had that long dead spell where I failed to get a bite for about an hour. Put those 4 feeders in, had 3 bites virtually quick as we could get in, and it's gone quiet for another 10-15 minutes. I took a bit of a gamble and I put another 4 big feeders in, laced with micros, chucked it back over the top, and I've had another fish around the 4.5 pound mark instantly. So there definitely seems to be coming to some grub, but it's just a case of how far I can push the peg without putting too much bait in. So we're coming into the last 2 hours, and I'm optimistic. The lake seems to have slowed a little bit now, so a good last 2 hours, and who knows what might happen.